I hope you'll forgive me for beginning with a more typical analysis, because at first, this episode confused the heck out of me. It was established early on that the Cutie Mark Crusaders had talents in skate sports, music, and architecture respectively. It was established in a way that caused us to know about it, but not the characters themselves. We've had several examples of this, and even a few so far in Season 5. So the premise and circumstances of the Cutie Marks that they did get seem to come out of nowhere. Of course, we do have Appaloosa's Most Wanted, and speculative examples could be argued for Ponyville Confidential, Flight to the Finish, and Twilight Time. Then there's also the suddenness and concept of Diamond Tiara's character development. And there's also the idea of making another extremely important episode one of these breakneck pace musicals that I have no problem with as a concept, but don't always work nonetheless. It felt like Magical Mystery Cure, which threw off my whole perspective. Now let's talk about the lessons demonstrated in Crusaders of the Lost Mark, of which there were two, and we'll start with the one that focused on Diamond Tiara. We've talked about reaching out to people like this to try to learn why they act out towards others. We've also acknowledged that we'll occasionally encounter people who have no real reason to be this way, they just are. And from there we've talked about the complex choice we have to make of whether or not it's worth the effort to try and help people like this. Diamond Tiara was one of those complicated cases. On one hand, we could have never known the pressure and influence she was under, which motivated her superiority complex. On the other hand, when people act like this, we can't exactly blame anyone for lacking the motivation to understand her. These types of things are always a two-way street with a lot of intersections. People internally need to recognize the ultimate pointlessness of subjugating those around you, from the fact that nothing obtained from it can last long or have real value. People on the outside should make the conscious effort of defeating an enemy by making them a friend. There are two equally effective ways to handle this. The easy way is to sever ties with bitter people and punish them by making them go through the process of embracing kindness once they know what true loneliness is. The Cutie Mark Crusaders chose the hard way, sparing Diamond Tiara more pain by exhibiting the kindness that she needed to learn. The easy way is effective, but some people never learn. There's also a risk that they may never truly recover from the punishment even once they reform themselves. The hard way is statistically just as effective, but it also carries the potential to break the cycle of pain and abuse, thus preventing that from being reflected onto other people in the future. No matter where you fall in this equation, the path and consequences you take are up to you. Beyond that is what the Cutie Mark Crusaders learned through these actions. I have yet to meet anyone who found their purpose in life by actively seeking it. It has always come naturally to those who choose to act for non-selfish reasons. It's an epiphany that comes exactly when it needs to, which is both revolutionary and obvious to the individual. This sunk in a little while after I watched the episode again, and I remembered that people are multifaceted and that things can change at the drop of a hat. People learn new things about each other, the world around them, or themselves all of the time, and each one of those new pieces of knowledge has the potential to change someone's entire outlook on life. How could I have been so oblivious at the start? I fell right into the same trap that the Cutie Mark Crusaders have been falling into this entire season, and with some of the very points that I have been arguing this whole time. Be it the main six, the Cutie Mark Crusaders, or ourselves, nobody is a one-trick pony. We are all capable of learning a great many skills both before and after we find our purpose in life. We have the ability to go on adventures and bring our skills and talents to the world and help people realize what they can do best on either the large or small scales, just like the Cutie Mark Crusaders. By seeking this for the purpose of appearing talented, or having the illusion of purpose, you will limit yourself and prevent yourself from ever finding that purpose. Or, by believing that you are only built for one thing, you limit the possibilities of what you can do with that talent. But you were gifted your talents for the purpose of using them to create good in the world. So don't limit yourself. Even if you find that purpose, keep on crusading and growing your potential. Find creative ways to apply your base talents while learning new ones, and use that to help others in the same way. The Cutie Mark Crusaders realized this and let go of trying to find their own marks. thus creating the circumstances needed for their purpose in life to become apparent. This is also when I realized that it doesn't matter how much precedence the Cutie Mark Crusaders had for their own special talent being to help others find theirs. Even if they had only helped someone once before deciding it was their calling in life, it is still an amazing choice, and they can still use their other talents to put that calling to good use. Since that purpose is specifically for helping others, then I hope that we can all do the same. And that's the moral of the story. If you have anything you would like to hear discussed or reviewed, you can drop suggestions by following BronyBuck on Tumblr or sending an email to bronydebates@gmail.com. Be sure to check out Irish John's channel for some funny short films, as well as Okizuma's channel for a variety of great videos, and thank them for their support. Feel free to check out my Patreon to see how you can support my channel and what you'll get in return. Big thanks to all of those supporting me already. Have a great day, and I look forward to hearing from all of you soon.